Okay, this is December 21st. I'm back out here the next day after I found this. A couple of comments were that this structure was obviously man-made. Well, definitely possible. The construction is much better than what you find, but you'll notice a few things about it. Number one, the big tall tree that's incorporated in the front there starts off on the left and goes up to the right. See that big tree? People don't do that. And also there's another long tree incorporated across the top. That's what makes the doorway, or the top of the doorway, is not just a log there, but it's a tree, and it goes down over here. Again, people just don't do that. When they're making these things, they cut them off with a saw, you know. But they used existing structures and built around them, which seems, anyway, something I've never seen a person do. Okay, I'm now looking at the inside wall. They're upright sticks with bark and the like put on top of it, which humans would do. There are rocks on the bottom, which humans would normally clear out. And the back of the structure starts to rise up, which people would normally with a shovel square off and make level, as opposed to have like this. Again, it's possible, but I've never seen a structure like this where people wouldn't do that, because a lot of work went into this structure. This was a lot of work. Now, basically the sticks and the poles all buttress right into the bank wall there. And there aren't too many holes. This is a pretty wind-resistant, water-resistant structure. You can see the top here. That's basically bark on top of those poles that are laying across. But again, unlike what humans do, humans take saws, twine, and there's no twine incorporated in any of this anywhere. No twine whatsoever. No strings, no nails. Really fascinating. You notice these sticks or poles coming forward are all broken off, along with these here. The bark is basically off of cottonwood trees, which there are plenty of in this stream bottom. Now the brush is pretty thick here, so I have to get real close, closer than I wanted to. But you can see how bark was leaned up straight up. There was one cut, sawed pole right there. But again, we're not far from a campground. But the rest of these are basically broken off. And then you had leaves and dirt packing in to create insulation. And here it is from the top, and what you see from the flat area. And basically it appears sturdy enough that you could walk on it. Well, I'm not going to do that. Last thing I want to do is fall through. It was just like a pound of, or a pile of snow from here as you walk up, other than when you're on the stream side. And here I found another little structure. This is fairly old. There's some pads on the inside of it. There's some debris and a bucket, but it's too short. I don't think a human would have sat in there. And this has been here for at least a couple of years. But just right in the brush. It's not a screen that someone would have hunted from because there's no field of view to look at anything here. It's right in the middle of a bunch of brush. There's a 15-gallon can all rotted out over there, and then on the inside here there's some either pieces of wood or pads or something on the bottom. I can't really tell what they are. There's snow on them. But this just took a little hiking around. Didn't expect it to be here. Again, this side is the opening, and the brush is so thick I can't get further away. I've got the camera wide angle here. But a little shelter to get out of the weather. Now some are cut. Again, not a drop of twine anywhere throughout there. And most of them are broken. And a lot of them are just bent over trees that were sitting here, bent over and made into the structure.